Ooh, it's cold. Just put the chickens up because they're just staying inside anyways, but went ahead and locked them in and gave them some scratch to help them warm up a little bit. So the scratches, they eat it, and metabolism kicks in and helps keep them warm. But chickens keep a pretty hot core temperature anyways, and usually do pretty good in the cold. Panel wise, got the generator going right now. Seems to run pretty good for a while until the regulator on the propane tank freezes up. I don't have it hooked up to the house right now. It's just a little gallon or like on 20-gallon bottle. But you can see my panels are still frozen over. It was bringing in 2.5 kilowatts earlier, and it's been cloudy all day, but it's bright enough that it's still bringing some power in. Tried to get the backhoe going a little bit ago, and it's not going to do it. I don't think any of my equipment's going to start up right now. It's just too cold. I was going to get it going so I can drain the gray water in the camper, because we're not going anywhere for a couple days and it's getting kind of full, so I'll have to ration that a little bit. But see how it goes. We got negative something tonight, and it'll be negative 12 now. It keeps getting worse, so no fun, but doing what we can. We got a sick chicken. I'm trying to doctor a little bit, but so it's 2 degrees and we're still keeping it above 40 in the pump room, which has been good. So we got, I think we're on day, I don't know what day it is, we're over a week without any sun, and this sun barely peaked out this morning just a little bit. We got about 3,000 watts coming in through the panels, and then it went away. But it's pretty bright out, so thin layer of clouds, so hopefully we'll get a pretty good amount of solar coming in today, help charge the batteries. On the generator here, the bottle keeps freezing up, so I did some reading on it, and basically when the propane's leaving it so fast, because the generator's pulling in so fast, it'll freeze up. So that's what's happening. The other day when I was out working outside, I heard it dying, and I came over and pulled the plug out, so I was trying to see if there was a load on it that was killing it from the solar system, something messed up there. But it turns out it was just what confirmed my suspicion is that it was just the sorry, it's cold. It was just the propane freezing up, because I pulled the plug out and it still spit and sputtered and died. But we get a couple of how's your chicken?
She's doing okay, drinking really well.
Good.
So feed her when we get back.
Now we're gonna head down and deal with the other chickens now, break their water up and stuff. Anyways, I forgot what I was talking about, but yeah, it's the morning. Anyways, generator seems to be working fine. It's just that the propane's freezing up. So I think if it were hooked up to the house, it would be a lot better, but I'm not gonna do that right now. So anyways, we put it out, we start it up, it runs for 15 minutes or so, gets us about a 10% increase on our charge, and then it dies. And then if you just start it back up, it dies pretty quickly after that. So hope we get some sun today, because we're supposed to get about 6 inches of snow starting tomorrow. So hopefully we can get enough sun today to get us up to 85-90% would be great. We got up to 70% last night. I don't know where we're at right now, but limping it through this cold spell. Yep. Noses are worth something.
Noses are worth something?
Yep. There's our panels, still pretty much frozen over. So we got a little bit of sun this morning, but it's not enough to melt anything off. So it's what, 2 degrees now, and that's the high today, 4. Oh yeah, the wind chill's negative something. Hard to get motivated to actually work on the house though. still about, it's in the 40s, upper 40s or so in the house. We just have the one pellet stove going. Seems to be doing pretty good at keeping things warm. Yeah. It's still cold. I got gloves on, so I gotta work the camera.
Your nose.
Gotta work the camera with my nose.
Didn't you shut that up though?
Oh yeah.
Did they shut inside?
Yeah, we're checking on the chickens and the cats and stuff. Built a little container for the cats, and they were all nestled up in there the other night, or last night. And the locked the chickens inside the coops. They couldn't go outside. There's Big Daddy.
Hi, baby. Hi there, baby.
Yep. You're all good.
Hi.
Came out of a little hidey hole over there.
Good morning. Good morning.
They're all like, "Where's my food?"
I know, we're getting you. The chickens are not happy.
A couple more days of this crap, girls, and then it's back to warmer weather. Like 30s.
The chickens? Here, me the chickens.
Let me open the door.
Are we
Film's
gonna run out?
I don't know.
We need to get some food. We need to get the. Where's the other container of the water container?
No, that's outside. Put my coffee down. Snacks. So we save all of our scraps and stuff for them. Those are all fake eggs. We got 3 eggs in there.
Get you some water in a second. Nice.
Grumpy. Jeez. I think we're gonna have eggs this morning. Feel like a ninja. Well, the sun has finally come out. Go back and, of course, it's like, I think we're up to 6 degrees now. We'll go back and see what the panels look like. Oh my God, that's bright. Oh, holy cow. It's been like we've been in a cave for the last week. Holy smokes. Oh yeah. They are melted off. Nice and going. I looked at the meter a little bit ago and we were pulling in 8 kilowatts, but that was like a half hour ago, so wouldn't surprise me if we're pulling in something like 13 right now. So we should get to 100% battery charge today before the snow hits. I'm gonna go run into town and get some wood so we can start working on the ceiling in the garage while we're stuck inside. And then I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, I'm gonna create a pole based with some PVC pipe so I can get up onto the solar panels when we get the 6 inches of snow and pull down the snow off of them. So I'm gonna make that today as well. See how well that goes. Actually, I just came into the shed to see what we had part-wise, and I forgot that I've got these concrete poles that are aluminum, and on the top there I could just screw a brush, just like a pushroom brush, onto it. That worked really good. So I got my poles right here already, so I'm just going to use that for getting the snow off the panels tomorrow. The blue ones are 2 different types, but the silver ones there in the back, there's 3 extensions there. They're probably 8 foot each, so that'd give me 24 feet. That'd be pretty close to getting me up to where I need to be. I get my camera out to record this.
Hey, I could do it. You could do it too. I could do that. I told you. What?
That was a Kodak moment.
You're bashing heads. You want me to push it now?
Where are we gonna title this video? Father-daughter fails.
Probably. Lift.
Push you. Where are we going?
Oh, I see what happened.
Take it back for it. You guys are. You need to put weight.
Daddy, spit it. Stop. Set it back down.
What?
You set it back down. It's not gonna go backwards.
It went backwards.
No, that's the way it's supposed to be, like that.
You want it back in here?
No, because we gotta go over there next.
That's what I thought. Okay, you need to move the hose.
I'm not letting go of the dryer. Where are we going? Shut up. Where are we going with it? Where are we going, Timothy? Where do you want it? Where do you want it?
Let's think about this.
Do it over
What's
there?
already done?
Well, here's the thing. You put it over there and you're like, I don't want it there. I want it somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want something else.
I know, that's you. I don't, because it's not on.
See, what people on our channel don't see is all this bickering and love.
20 years, baby.
It's 20 years tomorrow we made it official.
Well, yeah, but 20 years since we started.
Got it?
Going?
And Sydney's all about tap dancing on the scaffolding.
There
See, when I put it down, it's going to be like, I don't want it there.
we go.
Okay, you can stop watching now.
Nightmare is a bad dream.
You're stuck on the cord, baby. Hang on a second. Well, did you tell anybody they were supposed to be watching it? Sydney, did you
I'm
know?
at a good spot, so
Huh?
you come at a good point. So it's like,
I know.
You're at a good point.
Yeah, don't take her head off. Did you know that your dad is like really OCD
Yep.
about things? Do you know what that means? Watch your
Yep.
head.
Overly perfect.
Is this not working?
No, push it in. Hold the button. You have staples? Push the orange button on the bottom.
This one?
Let me see it. Oh, you had staples. Let me see it.
Oops.
Oh, switching gears.
Good job.
Team.
Okay, watch where you're at below too, so you don't walk off the edge of the camper. Okay, you gotta get the one on this side you missed. The very last one. Good job. I really hope I didn't just make a big mistake here. The ceiling on the garage has really been bugging me, so we put up, basically it's what you put under, it's called underlayment. It's what you put under like floors before you put down, before you put down your laminate, things like that. And of course we did this corner first. Well, that corner, which I knew about it, was just a little bit out of whack. And so what happens when you do your first corner out of whack is that tiny little sliver gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So as we end up on this side, the whole thing was off about just about 3 inches. So what I'm gonna do is actually put a piece of 1x4 up there and run along the edge, and it'll cover that seam. And then although I wasn't going to box it around the gas line, instead of cutting a bunch of small pieces to fill that void right there, I'm going to go ahead and cut around the gas line. And, or no, I'm going to put a box around the gas line there. So the next section we're going to work on is this. It's just shy of 8 feet. So we'll do 2 sheets lengthwise again. And then it's going to be fun because I got to drop the framing for the garage doors each time we do this. So it'll be interesting to see how well that goes. And if I can get it back in the right place so it doesn't mess the doors up when they open and close. It's a disaster. It's a disaster, isn't it?
No, that's fine. To
So
you
the
it
problem
is.
with underlayment is it falls apart, and I didn't even think of that when I bought it.
How is it falling apart?
It falls. Moisture on it. It just falls to pieces, and it starts peeling off and everything.
Okay.
So although I mean, it shouldn't get wet, but I just don't know if by the natural moisture in the air, if it'll start falling apart after a year or so. I don't know. So this was $11.50 a sheet, and seeing as how OSB is $36, $37 a sheet right now, this was definitely the cheaper option. They had 1/4-inch plywood, which was $2.50 or $3 more, and that I know wouldn't have fallen apart. So,
What are you gonna do?
huh?
What are you gonna do?
We'll just leave this up there until something happens, and honestly, if it starts falling down, we could just drywall over it at that time. So this is just, if it lasts, great. If not, well, then we'll just consider it temporary.
I don't really see a lot of moisture. I mean, if we have this opened up in the summertime, but the whole plan was to have it insulated and not have this opened up all the time.
Yeah.
So, it's not gonna be raining in here. We're not gonna have, I don't think, a big issue. The only thing I can see is if in the summertime when it's humid that we have it opened up. If we're working on it, working on something. But you also, the reason with this area is you didn't want to use this space as really a workspace since it's attached to the house now. But
That's because I get to build a shop
yeah.
somewhere else.